starting lineups brought to you by Unleaded 88, Engine Smart, Earth Kind, one of the best in the business. Mia Tuaninga, Gayla Trubant, outstanding libero. Jaden Livings will be one on the outside. Leah Ford and Tyra Ariel will be in the middle. Now for the UCLA Bruins. The biggest change, of course, is number 3, top row middle, Kate Duffy out of nearby Ventura, California, making her first ever career start in college volleyball, and for none other than for the UCLA Bruins. And Audrey Pack, unfortunately listed as day-to-day, went out with an injury. She is unavailable. We talked to head coach Alfie Reft, who let us know about an hour before the match, and is listed officially as day-to-day, and hope that Pack is back in the lineup soon. She's third right now in terms of conference setters with assists. And there is Duffy. Holly, go back to, you started your career at Cal. Take us back those many years ago to when you made your first ever college start.
It's a big deal, and especially in this rivalry match against USC. But the good news for her is UCLA passes the ball relatively well, and that really helps her do her job at a high level.
She does have some weapons out on the outside, and Sheridan Leverett wearing number 9, the Bruins in their home blue uniforms, and also freshman Kiki Horn wearing number 14 out of Raleigh, North Carolina. So no reason to do anything special, just put up hittable balls time after time. Back to serve, best 3 out of 5 sets. Someone you know very well from your years around beach volleyball, which continues. Kate Riley out of Manhattan Beach, transfer from Stanford, the winningest beach volleyball player ever for the Cardinal. Underway, perfect pass. Faumuina, Adonia Faumuina with a kill on the outside.
USC is a dynamic team, lots of big arms, and they like to run it quick. Good start for them off a perfect pass.
Ali Batenhorst passing about 42% good or perfect. And that was, forget the good, that was absolutely perfect. Working on Leverett, make her pass and attack, and she does so very nicely. The 6-foot junior out of Hampton, Georgia.
A lot of teams want to load up Sheridan Leverett, put a big responsibility on her, make her pass, and then take the big swing. But she finds that open corner in serve receive.
There is Anna Dotson. We talked about her before first serve, 6'5" graduate out of Colorado. 20 kills against Minnesota, really, really good against Michigan State. I'll give you those numbers in a second. Dug by Riley, a chance here, nice looking set. Dug by Trubant. Faumuina able to keep the ball in play. Perfect free ball pass, good first contact, and Briscoe off the edge. Brooklyn Briscoe wearing number 4 in blue.
Brooklyn Briscoe was inserted into the match versus Penn State last week, and she was a spark plug, came in and immediately scored and provided some defense in the middle.
Brooklyn Briscoe out of San Diego, California. You talked about how well she played last week, and 9 of 19 won air against the Nittany Lions and the Spartans. Good transition set. Faumuina down the line. Speed to the outside, dug nicely by Riley. Good stab. So far, very good for Kate Duffy at the setting position.
Kate Riley, number 15 in blue. Look at her stick out her arm, get under that, and then Leverett going to the corner, flat off the hands.
Alfie Reft in his second season, head coach of the UCLA Bruins, a silver medalist at the last Olympic Games in Paris as part of the Coach Kirai coaching staff. 3 years with Coach Kirai internationally. Perfect first contact by Riley. Aggressive play, I like that by Duffy. Leverett again. Very good location and good shot choice by Leverett on the outside.
The first ball, USC tripled up on Leverett on that left side, but the second one in transition, Faumuina stepped into the middle to pick up that off ball, but doesn't commit to getting that one throwdown in the middle.
Here is Dodson again, trying to go short. And so far, I know it's a very, very small sample size, but Kate Duffy looks very composed, wearing number 3 in blue. Ventura, California, about 63 miles away, or 2.5 hours, depending on the time of day. There is Alfie Reft once again. Wanted to be a UCLA Bruin. He was not recruited by legendary head coach Al Skates. Went to University of Hawaii and went on to rub it in Al's face a little bit. He was 2006 Defensive Player of the Year. That ball tucked inside. Faumuina able to keep the ball off the floor. This is going to be a tough angle. Kept in play legally inside the antenna. Lots of speed to the outside, and Batenhorst, number 14, for the Trojans with a kill. Brad Keller, known very well around these parts. He has the unusual resume of coaching both at UCLA and at USC on both the men's and the women's side. 19-13 last year. Second straight NCAA, lost to the Pitt Panthers in the second round in Pittsburgh. Tight pass. Very smart play by Duffy. Oh, smart play. Mia Tuaninga, the 5'9" senior at a nearby Long Beach. Very cerebral play.
UCLA is hustling all over the place to keep this ball alive. Peyton Dueck has to set that ball over clean and doesn't get all the way under it. Mia Tuaninga, easy kill at the net.
Gray Gosnell coming in as a defensive specialist and dials up the ace serve, the transfer out of Indiana.
Gray Gosnell, number 18 for USC, came in with a fantastic topspin serve, but has made the adjustment to a float serve, and that one just had really nice location for USC.
Leah Ford in the middle with Batenhorst. Tough short serve, but pretty well covered that time defensively. Peyton Dueck, the aforementioned, but can't come up with that. Number 7, Leah Ford, 6'4" redshirt freshman out of Keller, Texas.
Love this serve. It drops in front of the serve receive. Really makes Dueck stretch to try and get under and gets UCLA out of system.
Short serve again, but that one a little too deep and right. Oh, look out. Sheridan on Halloween doing her best impression or impersonation of Maria Luis, the all-time great for Cuba. That's high praise. And right back at you, what you can do, number 14 Batenhorst can do just as well.
Mia Tuaninga isolating Allie Batenhorst on that left side, and one-on-one, hitter has the advantage every time.
Batenhorst played in the national championship mat last year in Tampa, a losing effort to the Texas Longhorns. Ford with a miss. Allie Batenhorst, 6'5" grad out of Houston. Sister plays at SMU. SMU, one of the really, really wonderful stories in college volleyball this year, having beaten both Nebraska and the Pitt Panthers, their only losses respectively.
SMU has been the story this season, and like you said, the only two teams to knock off Pitt and Nebraska, who've been pretty impressive all season long.
Sydney Breon, defensive specialist, 5'10" sophomore out of Dallas. Back to serve, very experienced, 27 matches last year. Excellent tip. Why is the middle of the court so vulnerable on the off speed?
The defense starts on the perimeter of the court. That's how you have to play when you've got a block in front of you. So that fast jam to the middle is very successful. And as soon as a defender comes to the middle, then the perimeter's open.
Batenhorst and Leverett both off to very, very good starts. You're going to see Mia Tuaninga go back and try to fire up some jump serves all evening long. She does have a lot of errors so far on the year. 28 aces, now 69 errors. Got 140 aces, 4th all time. I don't think she's going to catch the great Samantha Bricio, who has 301. Nobody is ever going to catch Samantha Bricio. What a player she was. Here's Kate Lutz. Good stab. Duffy playing offense and defense right now. Trubant with a dig, quickly to the outside. Big block by Olsen.
Grace Olsen has had some one-on-one defensive looks, but that time she drops her left hand and takes away the seam. Beautiful execution for the UCLA point.
Grace Olsen, a match at USC. Grace Olsen would like to forget. 3 kills on 24 swings, 7 errors. Highly motivated to bounce back. Perfect set in transition. Jaden Living, 6'1" freshman out of Dallas. These two teams have played all the way back into the 70s. They played for the first ever NCAA championship in this building in 1981. 5 setters, USC 4-1 there. Tied in the 4 setters, UCLA a sweep in 2019. USC won the first, if I didn't mention, back in 1981. 3-2 over UCLA. Nice block on the outside. Adonia Famuina.
Brad Keller told me that he and his coaching staff put a ton of extra energy and focus on the blocking all preseason and all season long, and it's really paid off in their blocking numbers.
Well, in USC and their coaching staff, and it is a really good staff. More on that after this play. Dotson, good block touch. And off the top of the block, and nicely done by Ariel. But back to last week. USC took on Michigan State at home. Total had 31 errors, 22 of those coming from the service line. And that's Michigan State's only win. USC fell from a hosting position at number 16 all the way down to number 21. And they battled Penn State all the way. Should have won the fourth set, but they did not. Had 6 set points. That is history. Duffy first contact outside to Olsen. In a little bit early, but number 12 in blue, hole in the block.
Grace Olsen finding high seam, and that's a big block in front of her, but she's going to work on the right. Love the tip pickup by Duffy, and then you see that high seam, little space for Olsen to attack.
Olsen, an outstanding receiver, even though she's at the opposite position. Little different system deployed by Alfie Reft. Transition again, Dodson on the slide. Block touch again. Beautiful set to the right side, and Livings with the kill.
Mia Tuaninga is a dynamic setter. She gets her feet to the ball, and she's so strong. She can push it with pace anywhere, and that really stresses the block on the other side of the net. Watch her go back, gets this ball wide, and Leverett is not set with her hands pressed over the net. USC able to tool her.
Perfect pass by Olsen. Slide, no. Court is open, but that ball missed out of bounds.
There's a touch.
There is going to be a touch. Thank you, Holly. Kiki Horn, the high flyer out of Raleigh, North Carolina, is able to get a block touch, so point in possession for UCLA. Both teams very good in serve reception right now. Dodson was there, but a better swing by Ford. Mia Tuaninga, we talked about where she ranks in terms of aces, 4th all-time. She's right now got 4,081, and Kendall Bateman is in the top spot, just 429 ahead. So Mia Tuaninga has had a wonderful career for the USC Trojans, and it continues. Smart shot by Dodson. Those were updated with tonight. A touch off the block. Yep, got it. So Sheridan Leverett off to a very good start. 5 kills on 10, no errors.
Sheridan Leverett is being creative with her attacks. We've seen her crush it cross court, but this one flat and high off the hands of the middle block for USC.
Dodson, second time around. She missed her first. Famuina, no, better block. Beautiful block, number 9. Sheridan Leverett with some help up front. Oh, that ball went down so fast, I couldn't tell which side it went on, Holly McPeak.
Quick swing
Thank
in the
you very
middle.
Much.
Watch Leah Ford get on top of this ball. Use the late press by Brooklyn Briscoe, and USC able to score through the block.
Gosnell again. Perfect pass, really good in reception. Block touch, Batenhorst right there. Good read by Olsen. Leverett going off speed. Nothing off speed about that. Batenhorst with some heavy and fast heat.
Ali Batenhorst has been playing a really quick speed off Mia Tuaninga, and I think it's helped her offense.
We've come to the media timeout. We featured the 5-year grad student Ali Batenhorst out of Houston, and why not? 4 of 5 up tomorrow at the Field House in Madison. Back with 3-time Olympian and NCAA champ Holly McPeak. I'm Paul Sunderland. Thanks again for joining us. And what a week, what a weekend of college volleyball coming your way in the Big Ten Conference and around the country. I want to talk to you, Holly. We had Wisconsin this past week at Purdue and that matchup against Nebraska. Nice kill again. Sheridan Leverett continues to light it up. Your thoughts about that matchup coming tomorrow? A really, really big match, no question about it.
Wisconsin was one of the most impressive teams I've seen all year. I saw them early, but last weekend they looked elite. looking forward to seeing them against Nebraska.
I'll tell you what, Wisconsin, to me, now that they're 100% healthy, is a freight train coming down the tracks. Coverage by Trubant. And once again, that quick set, I call it a quick set, but very, very rapid to the outside between Tuaninga and Batenhorst.
Allie Batenhorst drops her right hand, and look at Dueck slide under that ball to keep it alive for UCLA and gives them another chance to swing and kill it.
Well, hitter coverage is so emphasized and so important because women's college volleyball is a rally sport, and every time you can get an extra swing, just a question of work and opportunity. Leverett again. Oh, good swing, quality swing, but just out of bounds.
We saw UCLA last.
Batenhorst and Leverett, they both could use some help, but awfully, awfully efficient right now. And again, both teams good in reception. Free ball coming to the Trojans, looking to extend their lead. It's the largest lead right now. Good choice by Batenhorst. That ball was a little tight. Good set in transition. Really well done by Peyton Dueck outside to Olsen.
Grace Olsen working against a really big block and not afraid to take a big rip. Look at Duffy slide under this ball, and Dueck hand sets his ball's a little bit inside, but Grace Olsen going off the inside hand of the middle blocker.
17-13 is the advantage. Remember, UCLA got out to the quick 4-1 lead. They went on a 4-0 run. Breon back to serve. That's a couple of service aces. Want to get back to Wisconsin and Nebraska. A lot of people didn't know. Anna Smrek had a serious leg injury at the beginning of the season. She does not anymore. Sarah Franklin broke her ankle over the summer and tore ligaments. Julia Orzel was also injured with an ankle. And so, and Charlie Ferberger is looking more and more comfortable. That is must-watch college volleyball tomorrow from Madison.
It will be my night off, and I will be watching.
Tuaninga being very creative. Number 91 in Cardinal. Beautifully done by Mia Tuaninga for USC.
Mia Tuaninga is one of the most fun setters to watch. Look at this free ball opportunity. Looks like she can go anywhere. Jaden Livings on the opposite for USC gets the final say.
Oh, that was a smart play. Over the net. That's a blocking violation, and nicely done. What are your early thoughts so far on Kate Duffy filling in for the injured Audrey Pack?
Kate Duffy's doing a fantastic job, just keeping it simple. She knows what to do. She ran a high-level offense in high school and just trying to keep it simple. The team is passing the ball well, staying in rallies, giving her opportunities to put her hitters in good spots. 19-14
is the lead. Here comes the second libero. This is Lutz. Another perfect pass and hammered out of the middle by number 13, Tyra Ariel. Lost to TCU, but now they're healthy. But take us over to the Nebraska side.
Nebraska is loaded with talent. We saw what they did last year with 5 freshmen in the lineup, and they're very disciplined. They're very motivated, and I think that's going to be the match of the year.
Must have for UCLA. Dodson, not yet. Both teams really working hard. Nice play by Batenhorst. A double contact called by the first referee.
I love the way that UCLA is getting Anna Dodson involved, but how about Mia Tuaninga keeping this ball alive out of the tape?
Bruins within 4. Batenhorst. Nice play by Dueck. Remember, no double contact if the ball stays on your side. Ball set too tight. Setting mistake that time by Jaden Livings. Excuse me, to Jaden Livings. 3-0 run for the Bruins, and back in it.
This ball goes tight and inside, and Kiki Horn quick hands over the net for the UCLA block.
Short serve, Trubant with a nice pass, and dug in the back court, but can't be controlled by UCLA. Matchup I'm most looking forward to. Who on Wisconsin of 6'9", 6'4", 6'5", etc. matches up against slide hitter Andy Jackson? That's what I want to see. Ariel back to serve. UCLA 10-9 on the year, 4-6 in conference. USC lost 2 in a row. They're 14-6 overall, 6-4 in conference play. UCLA has lost 5 5-set matches in the conference. What a good swing by Batenhorst.
Every time Mia Tuaninga gets her feet to the ball, it looks like she can put the ball anywhere, and she's become very comfortable setting Allie Batenhorst anywhere on the court.
22-17, a look back at one of the most creative and one of the best in the business, Mia Tuaninga.
Right on that 3-meter line, she jumps, she can feed the middle, she can feed the pin, but she goes to Allie Batenhorst right down the middle.
Batenhorst so far 6 of 12, no errors. USC hitting at a cool 330. Other played at LMU, by the way, is getting her first ever college start in place of Audrey Pack and looks very comfortable indeed. USC picking it up at the offensive end. They have certainly had a front-loaded schedule. Here is Ariel, comfortable lead now for the Trojans, looking to close out the opening stanza. Dotson on the slide, a little bit wide. Faumuina was right there, but a very smart shot by number 2 in blue.
I think the call was
center line violation.
Exactly.
And that is not reviewable. There is no camera angle that can get there. So Anna Dotson, in order to violate the center line, you have to be completely across. Ooh, she was outside. I don't know about that call. You can land outside. That was an excellent replay. That's by the board. You can legally and watch the front foot of Anna Dotson. Legal there.
Left foot is not.
Okay. If she lifted that heel, then she's considered to be totally on the other side. (23-18). Good pass by Levings. Better block. Hitter coverage has been really everywhere so far. Dotson, Faumuina with the stuff.
Love the solo block by Anna Dotson, even though USC picked it up, but she is fired up tonight. Faumuina in transition. Here's the Dotson. Look at Faumuina keep it alive, and then she returns the favor. Big stuff on the left side.
Jaden Livings on to serve set point number 1. Dotson, good reaction. And Leverett, a very, very smart shot off the edge.
That ball looked like it was close to being wide, but Jaden Livings played it.
Joy Ume, 5'8" graduate out of Lakewood, California, transfer from University of California, Irvine, formerly an Anteater, now proud Bruin. Brooklyn Briscoe coming back on up front. Dotson to the sideline. Set point number 2 for USC. Again, lost both matches last week in a reverse sweep to Michigan State and a very tight match in 4 sets to Penn State, currently ranked number 3. Chance in transition. Trubant with a dig. Joust coming. Must have for UCLA. Briscoe on the slide.
Brooklyn Briscoe providing that spark we saw last week, but the set from Kate Duffy, perfect location, opening up that line ball.
Then replacing Audrey Pack, who was 3rd in conference matches in assists. So no easy task, and very much up to it so far. Trubant, another perfect pass. Livings out of the back row, and that's going to be 4 contacts. Never cleared.
Gala Trubant for USC, the libero, has done a really...
Over running a 5-1 late last year, and the last 15 matches for the Bruins. Looking at the numbers from the opening set, most importantly, the efficiency, 286 for USC, only 214 for UCLA so far. Set point number 4 for Ume once again. That's a mistake to Trubant. Quickly to the outside. Faumuina with a kill. An absolutely perfect first contact by Gala Trubant, the libero you were talking about, Holly.
USC has a dynamic offense. UCLA needs to serve the ball way tougher to get them in trouble. USC able to come out on top in this first set.
Comes from a volleyball family. Her brother Josh down at Long Beach State, not far from here, won 2 national championships for the 49ers. Spent a lot of time in the USA gym and has gone off to have a very productive professional career, most of the time in Poland. Just underway, second set, and that ball off the arm of the block that time of Living's number 42 in red for the Cardinals.
We've seen Sheridan Leverett use so many different tools to get kills. High, flat off the hands. That one just off the outside hands of Living's right.
She has certainly done her job. Number 9 in blue is 8 of 19 with 1 error. Needs some help from Dodson. We've been talking about that a lot. And also from Kiki Horn. Not getting a lot of opportunities, only 1 of 3. Nicely played out of the middle forward with another high-flying kill.
UCLA is not serving the ball tough enough. USC has too many arms. They're too dangerous when in system.
As a team, USC comes in terms of their passing efficiency, good or perfect, at 47%. They're a lot higher than that tonight. Out of system swing here, Leverett against 3 blockers.
Faumuina came in for a 3-person block, and USC taking that sharp angle away from Leverett. We saw Sheridan Leverett crush some balls. Obvious out-of-system play allows USC to have plenty of time to set up that triple block.
Yeah, Ford might have gotten a piece as well. We'll give you the blocking numbers on the season for USC. They are very, very good. Tough chance that time for Briscoe. Snuck the ball past the block, but just to finish. Right now, USC is second in the conference, 3 blocks per set, 5th nationally, trailing only Oregon in the in the Big Ten.
Block numbers very impressive, especially traditionally. USC in the last 10 years have not been known as the best blocking team, but they've made a huge investment and it's paid off.
Those numbers in conference play, and you see the way Wisconsin, now that they're healthy once again, at almost 3.1%. Gosnell back to serve. Opening set went to USC. It was tied at 8, but a big run after that, 14-6. And USC and Gosnell never looked back. Tight pass, and that's going to be a back row attack. That's called against Duffy. Not her fault, an errant pass.
Watch this pass carry, and it clears the tape, and that allows USC to go up and get that. Duffy, a back row setter, could not go up and jump set that.
Very nice location to the outside. Good cover by Batenhorst. Look at that. Good beach read. That's Kate Riley back there reading the court. Out to Batenhorst. No, Living's out of the back row. Had a couple of good swings, but both of them, boy, that darn net has gotten in the way a couple times.
Jaden Livings is just a freshman, but so physically talented. And Brad Keller wants to invest this time. She's going to get better and better the more time on the court. But the dig by Riley to keep that setter dump alive early in that last rally was impressive.
Living's hitting way negative right now because of those errors. We'll give you the total numbers in a moment. That has been her Achilles heel. She's got a very bright future. This is going to be a wonderful Big Ten volleyball player. 5 years in the Big Ten, either at Nebraska or now at USC. Allie Batenhorst has been superb. There's Trubant, really good at the libero position. One more set, and Mia Tuaninga is now tied for 3rd. Gosnell with a run, but that out of reach.
Greg Gosnell had some heat going. She ended up in the locker room, but she's back. Look at the speed she had going. I think she just ran out of real estate.
Bo Jackson style, right out of the tunnel. That was at the Coliseum, which is not very far away. There is Kat Lutz out of Del Mar, California, just north of San Diego. Another excellent first ball reception. Duffy with a dig, free ball to the Trojans. Batenhorst finding some room. Really good connection right now between Tuaninga and Batenhorst.
Tuaninga is feeling it. She's running the offense, putting her hitters in fantastic spots, and the block for UCLA is playing catch-up.
Batenhorst now 8 of 15. Third all-time with 4,102. So congratulations to Mia Tuaninga. Once again, the all-time leader is Kendall Bateman with 4,510, and that is in real jeopardy as the season goes along.
Mia Tuaninga is special, and I'm glad that she's on that list. She's been a very important part of this USC volleyball program.
Block touch, good contact, and Dodson having to work hard, but got the job done, Holly, off the edge.
One of the hardest combinations is setter to middle blocker, and Kate Duffy trying to work her way into this match to get Anna Dodson involved in the offense. A little more comfortable running that slide, and Anna Dodson goes off the outside hand.
Dodson now just 2 of 9. Is coming off a very nice match against Michigan State when, as a team, UCLA swept the Spartans. Here at Pauley Pavilion, hit 353. And you go up to Dodson's numbers, and she was 12 of 19, 3 errors, her best outing offensively in quite some time. Here's Batenhorst. And that ball drifts just long for the Trojans. Serving was a real bugaboo in that reverse sweep against Michigan State. Brad Keller telling us 22 service errors, 5 in the 5th set.
Brad Keller told us today, just managing errors. This is a dynamic team. They're dangerous. They can score at a high clip, but sometimes those errors catch up with them, and it did last weekend against Michigan State.
And for Michigan State, really struggling on the year. That's their only Big Ten win so far. Here's Riley. Just underway here in the second. USC won the first. It was close early, but after that, Adonia Faumuina took control with USC for the rest of that set. Nice play behind. Really good run by Ariel.
Tyra Ariel, high flyer, gets up in transition. I love how she makes herself available. She's quick, dynamic off the floor, and Mia Tuaninga can feed her from anywhere.
Ariel now 4 of 7 with no errors. A lot of zeros in the stat column. If you take away Jaden Livings, she has all of their hitting errors. That ball left too far inside, thrown off the edge of the block. I thought Leverett got a piece. Number 9 in blue did not. That was a rare setting mistake that time by Kate Duffy. Ariel hitting 308 on the year, 1.3 blocks. Very physical team is USC. That ball just out of bounds down the line for the middle blocker out of Plano, Texas. Texas has been very good to Brad Keller and the USC Trojans over the years, but Livings is from Dallas. Allie Batenhorst, the transfer from Houston. They just mentioned Ariel from Plano, Texas.
Leah Ford from Keller, Texas.
Thank you for that. Here's Ume again. Aggressive swing by Batenhorst, but rejected that time by Brooklyn Briscoe.
UCLA trying to find ways to score. Brooklyn Briscoe lines up, makes a good read, going to her left, watching the approach of the hitter. Nice eye work by Briscoe, number 4.
Really good eye work. Exactly right, Holly. But I love that aggressive swing from Batenhorst. She's playing with a lot of confidence right now. Good sign for the Trojans. She plays such a big role. Faumuina.
You see bodies in the air. Mia Tuaninga can make magic, and feeding Faumuina on that last play. Watch, you see middle attacker in the air and then blocker chasing. Beautiful timing on that fast go ball.
Brad Keller enjoying what's going on offensively so far. Even better in this set, hitting 385. And very familiar with this building. Coached at both USC and UCLA, men and women previously. Tough chance that time for Sheridan Leverett. Here is Brad Keller in his 5th year down at USC, 19 and 13 last year. Going back 2010, 2019 with the UCLA women. Mike Seeley's staff, they were the last team. That was the last staff back in 2011 to win a national championship for UCLA. Good block touch by Faumuina. What a rocket dug in the backcourt by Riley. And wow, Moina, a couple of really good swings.
Walmuina's right. Impressive.
Their arch rival, if you will, in the Northwest, Mimi Collier, having a big year for the Ducks. Coming out of the timeout. Leverett once again, high flyer off the top of the block. Good swing. Good response by UCLA.
UCLA taking care of their passing for the most part, passing for high numbers. Again, love to see Brooklyn Briscoe score a little bit more out of the middle, but Sheridan Leverett having a big night so far.
And a very busy night. We'll give you her totals. First set, 7 of 18, 1 error. That has completely changed around. Good adjustment. Kept off the floor by Duick. Good coverage by Falmuina. Batenhorst. Heavy swing out of the backcourt. 9 kills now for number 14 in Cardinal.
Allie Batenhorst is having a huge impact on this USC team, no matter where she is on the court. And the players respect her. She knows how to win. She's been there at the highest level and leads by example.
And setting her up, now playing 6 rotations, setting herself up for a very good start to her pro career. Briscoe right on cue after good pass to Aninga. Cleverly tips the ball to the floor for the kill.
Even though they didn't get a kill out of the middle, it's still running the offense out of the middle and it's going to make the USC middle blocker think about it next time.
Ford up front, matched up against Briscoe in the middle. All the hitters stacked over to the left. Olsen goes to the right. To Brent, a very nice chase, but a better swing and much needed for UCLA and number 9, Leverett.
Gala Trubin, full sprint, left-hand extension, almost keeps that ball in play for USC.
She was doing a very interesting tick-tock before the match with Allie Batenhorst. I was surprised to see, but they were getting their game faces on.
It's a big part of this next generation culture. Everyone's tick-tocking. I was at Louisville yesterday. They were all tick-tocking before the match.
Is that a thing? Tick-tocking is a thing?
Well, I don't know if that's an adjective or, excuse me,
it
a
is
verb.
now.
It's a verb. But yeah, it is for us.
Batenhorst now in double figures with 10, having an absolutely superb match. 14 of 49, 9 errors in the loss to Penn State. A different night tonight. Nittany Lions are really good. Jess Merzick, Izzy Stark at the setting position, setter of the week, and freshman of the week in the Big Ten Conference. And Charlie Fernberger, a freshman setter at Wisconsin. Izzy Stark, a freshman setter for Penn State. Bergen Riley last year, a freshman setter for Nebraska.
Kristen Klein at Oregon. We're seeing players come in their freshman year and play big, important roles on top teams.
Well, both starting setters in the national championship match last year, Ella Swindle for Texas, they were both in their rookie season. So players are getting top flight ready much earlier. Batenhorst again.
Tough serve. USC out of system, but watch how calm Allie Batenhorst is. Just getting her feet to that ball, high contact point, driving it inside the block.
Batenhorst is hitting .526. And against a lot of big blocks. Good response by 12 in blue for UCLA. Grace Olsen.
Grace Olsen can have a big impact offensively for UCLA on the right side. High contact point, she's got a lot of range. UCLA, it's very important to get her and the middles going to help Leverett on the outside. She had a career high 20 kills versus Penn State.
Ooh, good block. Anna Dotson closing the door on the closet.
Anna Dotson is the emotional, and when she does, her entire team lights up with energy, and that's so important for the Bruins. They need to do that against their crosstown rivals.
Back to Olsen last week, wearing number 12 in blue. 20 kills against Penn State, and then back that up with 14 of 24 and the 13 digs as well. And also she passes for a huge part of the equation for UCLA and Alfie Ref. 60% good or perfect pass. Aerial out of the middle and missed it wide. So a little bit of a mini run, and UCLA getting back into it.
Prior to this match, we talked about getting Anna Dotson involved in the offense because good things happen when she's touching the ball, and look at the fire she gives her teammates in the huddle.
UCLA back within 1. Olsen will continue to serve, trying to add to a 3-0 run. Right side, Batenhorst. Oh, what a good swing. Chased down by Duick, but running out of real estate. I'm not sure I have ever seen Allie Batenhorst hit at this high a contact point with this much velocity. Looks fantastic.
I was just thinking the same thing. This is over the top. Mia Tuaninga behind the 3-meter line. Allie Batenhorst gets her feet there over the top of the block, and just you can tell the confidence in every approach to attack the ball.
Good serve down the line, out of system swing. Here is Horn choosing to stay on the ground and makes matters worse with the unforced error.
Credit Allie Batenhorst with the tough serve, getting the Bruins out of system. UCLA, a pretty good passing team.
Good response by Batenhorst and the Trojans to the run by UCLA. Got them back within one. Back to Horn. Got a touch there, and that's one Batenhorst would like to have back.
Kiki
a
Horn,
rare mistake.
Yeah, Kiki Horn hitting that ball flat. I think it caught Batenhorst high and by surprise. UCLA gets the point.
Kiki Horn will go to the sideline. She's going to have a very, very good career out of Raleigh, North Carolina, the Gatorade Player of the Year. Numbers not quite there, too many errors, but she has got talent, and she will learn under Alfie Reft and his staff. Here is Riley. Working on Falmoina. Really good set right side. Jaden Livings with a kill.
Jaden Livings really fast arm through the block on the right side. We talked about her being a little bit too error prone. She's just a freshman, and she's learning on the big stage, much like Kiki Horn for the Bruins.
95 errors on 431 swings. I needed my calculator. That's 22% error. I'll finish the thought in a moment. I'll finish it now. An error, statistically, as an attacker in volleyball, either you hit the ball out of bounds, which is very bad, or you get blocked for a point, but 22% is how much too high? What's a good number?
We talked with that. What did Brad Keller tell us?
12.
He said 12.
12.
Yeah. So minus 10%.
There you go. A work in progress. Well, there's some young pin attackers. Batenhorst not among them. Here is Ume once again. 19-17 is the lead for the Trojans. Pretty good pass by Livings. That was a good serve. Right in system. Oh, Tuaniga had it. Tuaniga had read the tip, but give the kill to Kate Duffy.
Service pressure, creating that point opportunity for UCLA. They need to do that. They need to serve seams. They need to serve short, disrupt some offensive routes to not make USC's job so easy to kill the ball.
Both teams seem to be in a very good system receiving serve. Good first contact and also off the block deflection. Some very good touches as well. Trubent again, perfect pass forward. Chance for Leverett. Ooh. I thought that was 4 contacts. There was a lot going on in that scrum. Dug by Tuaninga. You can challenge 4 touches and turn down the line by Livings.
Jaden Livings, we talked about her errors, but her athleticism is evident. Mia Tuaninga with the overhand dig. Look at the altitude and the way she gets on top of this ball down the line for USC.
Well, as we mentioned, the future is going to be very bright for Kiki Horn as well as Jaden Livings. They'll be playing against one another for 3 more years to come. Coming on, Megan Verbeest, 5'6" junior out of nearby Manhattan Beach, a 4th-generation Trojan. Little doubt where she was going to go. 29 matches last year. Coming in to serve and play some defense. 20-18 is the lead, and a service winner. Come in to serve indeed.
Megan Verbeest has quite the volleyball history. She's played with Tori Stafford and Kelly Bellardi on that national championship team across the street at Marymount. USC up 21-18 in this second set. Moving her hitters around. I like it.
UCLA doing a good job. Key side out scores. Have got to absolutely not serve Gala Trubent again. She is in a rhythm receiving. She's wearing the Libero jersey. She's easy to spot. And boy, does she make it look easy in reception.
Mia Tuaninga can obviously set up all her hitters, but calls her own number there. UCLA needs to pick up that service pressure and serve away from Trubent.
You mentioned it middle of the first set. You mentioned at the end of the first set. That message has got to get through. The serving pressure just not enough. Olsen off the top, saved by Tuaninga. Olsen again. Ball left a little inside. Trubant with a good run. Livings still looking for success behind the 3-meter line. Big block by Allie Batenhorst. Look what I found.
The rhythm and timing between Duffy and Olsen a little bit off for UCLA, and Allie Batenhorst just hang time on her block, able to get that point for USC. Watch, you see Grace Olsen go off 1 foot. She's early and on the way down, and that's just because of the rhythm between she and her freshman setter.
Madison Peach on the floor now. No setter deployed by Brad Keller. Tuaninga to the sideline. A little more blocking size, working against Olsen. Instead to the outside. Set left a little short. Trubant, hittable ball to Peach, just off the sideline. You don't need no warm-up.
Brad Keller loves to throw certain situation plays in there, and Madison Peach in there to put up a bigger block and then gets the kill in transition.
5-1 run leads to set point number 1. Gray Gosnell serving the other libero, outside to Olsen, and a block again by Batenhorst, having one heck of a night, maybe her best match so far in a Trojan uniform.
Allie Batenhorst at 6'5" puts up a big block. Nice stop there.
UCLA's got other issues. Kate Duffy is certainly not it. She has been rock solid in her first ever collegiate start out of nearby Ventura, California. The setter of the future, wearing number 3 in blue. With 3-time Olympian, bronze medalist, and NCAA champion Holly McPeak. On Paul Sunderland, underway. Jaden Livings down the line. Brilliant dig by Duick. Back right side, good tempo by Tuaninga.
Mia Tuaninga is running a beautiful offense tonight, setting her hitters up in fantastic spots, and you have to credit Gala Trubin, who's putting that ball in her setter's hands, and that allows her to feed her hitters in such great spots.
There is Jaden Livings, the 6'1" freshman out of Dallas. Nice pass by Leverett on the slide to Dotson. Connection not there. Dotson hustling back in. What a read that time by Tuaninga, realizing that Anna Dotson was completely out of position.
Mia Tuaninga always aware during the play, always talking to her team. Saw that Dotson was still chasing that set. She hadn't even made it back to the middle of the court. Really nice decision to throw it down.
Very nice peripheral vision to see Dotson out of the play. Working on Leverett. Smart serving this time by USC. Better block. Ford out of the middle. Leah Ford, 6'4" redshirt freshman out of Keller, Texas.
USC's picking up the service pressure. UCLA needs to do the same.
6 blocks now for USC, 4 for UCLA. Where does this serve go? It might go to Leverett. Look at Duick is really pushing Leverett over to the side and gets into the service pattern. Nice work by the libero of UCLA. Leverett. I can't find it. I do not have eyes in the top of my head.
Triple block for USC, and the touch was decent, but the players could not locate where the touch went.
USC's block has done a much better job on Sheridan Leverett, who was off to a wonderful start, 6 of her first 12. She's 6 of her last 21 with a number of errors floated in. Here's Kat Lutz. Batenhorst still really solid in reception, and then down the line once again blocking and also attacking is Leah Ford.
Leah Ford hits that flat down the line, and Kat Lutz can't get out of the way in time. I actually think that was going in. You see Kat Lutz playing left back defense, and this catches her high. Looks like it gets part of her shoulder.
Yeah, shoulder or even partially off of the head. Leah Ford much better offensively, 9 of 12, 2 errors against Penn State in the 4-set loss. Easy serve, well handled, and tucked down inside the block by number 9 in blue, Leverett.
USC's block late getting there, and Leverett very comfortable, quick swing through the block.
Brad Keller, before the season, and when they were still in the non-conference, he was dealing with a lot of injuries and moving pieces in and out. He's pretty much healthy, but still missing Brooklyn Teeler, one of his top recruits out of Gainesville, Florida. She's out with a back injury. That ball set pretty quick. Nice play by Livings. And Brad Keller told us 3 things. We have to get healthy, stay healthy, and train day in, day out. And this team has got a lot of upside, a lot of young talent.
I talked to Brad Keller before the season. He said, look, this is the first time we've had healthy bodies in the gym. That was preseason. And he said, I'm really excited about what we're doing. But yes, they have to stay healthy because they're running a and you have to play in that rhythm to be able to compete on this team.
Third ace serve by Gala Trubant of USC, not individually, but as a team. Perfect serve just inside the end line. Riley steps in, and that ball by substitute Leilani Dodson, the transfer out of Northwestern, and BYU has come in wearing number 8. So Brooklyn Briscoe goes to the sideline for Alfie Reft and UCLA.
Leilani Dodson started most of the season for UCLA. Just as of late, Brooklyn Briscoe has been in that spot.
Did not play against Michigan State in the 3-0 win in this building last week. USC lost to both Michigan State and to Penn State. The loss to Penn State doesn't do you any real damage as far as the KPI or RPI, although very frustrating. USC in that match had 6 set points in set number 4 to tie it up and send it to a 5th set tiebreaker. Ended up losing 32-30. They led 23-18 and couldn't close it out. That one they will remember. And we're getting down to the last month of regular season play, and you're all over it, Holly. You're doing matches of the top teams all over the place. So you know how important it is to be a top 4 seed, also to be a top 16 seed. And right now, after that loss to Michigan State, USC fell from 16, which is a hosting position, down to 21, at least for now. What a nice set. Beautifully done that time by Kate Duffy.
Kate Duffy gets his tight pass, big lift to get that ball high enough for Grace Olson. What a feed to her right side player for the UCLA point.
Can USC get back into a hosting position, which would be the top 16? You look at their schedule: home to Wisconsin, home Oregon, and then also at Purdue. Nice play. Dodson there defensively. Trubant. Perfect set in transition and ripped into the cross court and missed by Livings, and USC wants a touch. We haven't had a challenge yet. 2 challenges per team coming into the match. If you're correct on your challenge, then you keep it and have an infinite number, and we are indeed going to have our first challenge. Can challenge touch off the block, net violation, ball in or out, 4 contacts, ball up or down, 3-meter line footfall, service line footfall, and also back row attack.
Original decision, no touch, challenging for touch.
Thanks, Tony Chan.
Inside hand of number 2, 6'5", Anna Dodson for UCLA.
Looked like it might have got Anna Dodson's left hand.
Yep, I see some movement there on the pinky finger, maybe the ring finger as well. Wasn't a huge touch, and a very good blocking move by Dodson. Yep, got it. Yep, that's really good work by our crew, and that will be a touch called against UCLA, and point in possession will stay with USC. USC at 14-6 on the year, have lost 2 in a row. They're 6-4 in conference. UCLA at 10-9, 4-6 so far. USC on top after having won back on the 13th of October at the Galen Center in this long rivalry. Won the opening set 25-21, won the second 25-19. Yeah, to me, there's no question.
Agree.
Brad Keller, again in his 5th year, has the very unique resume of having coached here at UCLA in Westwood, California, and downtown at USC, a long time at either place. And an interesting staff in Tyler Hildebrand, who was an assistant at Nebraska, head of USA Beach Volleyball for a long time. Spencer
There
McLaughlin
is a touch
also on the
play.
sideline.
The call will be reversed. Point to USC.
Good use of the challenge, good work by the officials, and especially good work by our Big Ten Network crew. So USC retains both of their challenges.
Jaden Livings going off the left hand of Anna Dodson for the point.
That's a really good swing. All you young outside hitters there, aim for the fingers, breaking fingers. Allie Batenhorst back to serve. Batenhorst now 12 kills on 22 swings. Hasn't been used that much so far here in the third. Doing good work at the service line. Middle no, quickly to the outside. Faumuina.
I could watch Mia Tuaninga set all night long. It is beautiful. Free ball play. Allie Batenhorst puts it in Mia's hand. She could go anywhere, and she goes fast to Faumuina. And I'll tell you, as a setter, what a dream to have all these arms on the other end.
Duffy, good location. Kiki Horn misses the ball out of bounds. Number 14 in blue having a tough night. Yeah, I'm very impressed with Mia Tuaninga. Sometimes I think she gets a little bit flashy and sacrifices some location. But that gives you an idea of what number 91, yep, 91 can do for U.S. New York Yankees for the Dodgers to win their 8th all-time World Series title. And Brad Keller, a diehard Giants fan. We were rubbing it in a little bit before the match. He was not happy about that win and not happy about the trend in this match right now. Block the 7th for USC, and the lead is 10. Make it 11-5. The Trojans maybe on their way for a sweep. Must have for UCLA. Dodson off the block of Tyra Ariel and out of bounds. You know, we wanted to go over, you and I, Holly, we wanted to go over and celebrate baseball, celebrate the World Series, and celebrate the win, although Brad Keller didn't know it. So we went over and had a little visit before the match. So a donut with Dodger blue icing on it, and Brad Keller was not a happy camper.
Little fun.
Oh, indeed. He appreciated it big time. He did, however, not congratulate the Dodgers at all.
But he's a San Francisco Giant fan, not a Yankee fan.
That's right. But he hates everything Dodgers, which Giant fans often do. Off the edge of the block and out of bounds, Jaden Livings. We'll give you her numbers. 8 kills, 21 swings, 8 errors. That's the bugaboo. She gets blocked and mostly hits out just way too often, but she's got a big-time upside. Error at 22%, should be about 10 points lower than that. Good pass by Olsen. Anna Dodson on the slide, number 2 in blue. Certainly not too late for UCLA to make a move.
Prior to this match, I said it would be important to get Anna Dodson going, and this is why. She can be dangerous. Quick swing through the seam of the block on this slide. She and Kate Duffy trying to work that combination, that chemistry between setter and middle attacker.
It's been this phase of the previous 2 sets where USC just pulled away. 14-6 run after it was tied at 8, and then another 5-1 run in the second set. Leverett. By Trubant on the slide again, and using all the equipment off the top of the tape and down.
Back-to-back kills, but the energy Anna Dodson gives her teammates after points is what the UCLA Bruins need. Back-to-back slides, and Dodson, even though it gets part of the tape, drops in that middle part of the court.
Dodson now with 6 kills on 14 swings, and a rare reception error for Trubant and USC. A little slow developing play, not a perfect free ball pass, and that leads to an unforced error. Those are the kind of points that have been really hurting UCLA. 6 losses in the conference, 5 of them in 5 sets.
It's about managing errors at the end of sets, and both coaches have told us they've had hard times managing when they're making errors. And at the end of a set, you got to finish strong, and they've both had problems with that.
Do it, good pass. Back to Leverett again. Errant set that time by Duffy. She's been very clean. Oh, what a block. And not Dodson.
Invest in your middle attacker, and she will give back with some defensive pressure. Number 2 in blue, feeling it. She just keeps that one alive, but sets up her defensive stuff. Nice left-hand work defensively for UCLA.
While Moina works both ways.
It does.
The good, and sometimes your opponent gets a vote. Beautiful stuff that time by the grad student out of Colorado for the Bruins. Leah Ford, number 7, coming right back.
Both middle attackers for USC driving hard, and they stay in front of the setter, which holds the middle blocker on the other side of the court, and it's oftentimes a one-on-one.
Allie Batenhorst is hitting .500. Leah Ford is hitting .583. 7 kills on 12 swings. Here's Gosnell. Perfect pass. Leverett again. That is an indefensible swing. Absolutely perfect offense for an outside attacker.
UCLA has established their middle. We've seen Dodson get some kills, and then Kate Riley puts this right in her setter's hands. Little hesitation by the middle, and then Sheridan Leverett going to that deep cross-court corner.
Here's Duffy. We'll give you the ace serve. That is the first ace as the starting setter. This is her first ever career start. And you measure a team and a setter by how your team is doing efficiently. 202. UCLA needs to be better. I think she's been outstanding in her first look. What do you think, Holly?
I like it. Great seam serve, and then doing a really nice job. Her middle connections aren't what they can be, but that takes a little bit of time.
Unforced error, UCLA, thanks to Duffy, right back in it. Do not serve Trubant in the black Libero jersey, taking up a lot of real estate. Batenhorst is right down the line. 8-3 run now for Duffy and UCLA to get back within 1. Back to Trubant, another perfect pass. Batenhorst again.
I wouldn't mind seeing some short serves.
Oh, good point.
Disrupt some offensive routes, especially over here on the left side where Allie Batenhorst is.
That is really a good thought, Holly McPeak.
Thank you, Paul Sunderland.
You're welcome. Perfect pass. Do it. Good job. Olsen gets the ball inside of Batenhorst.
UCLA trying to get things going. Grace Olsen working inside the block off the hands. UCLA needs to figure out a way to score points, and they need to serve tough and away from Gala Trubant.
Well, volleyball is the only sport where you start your defense with the ball in your hands. Olsen, she struggled against USC so far on the year. Really struggled down at the Galen Center. 5 of 15, 4 errors, barely positive. That ball just out of bounds. That missed by defensive specialist Sydney Breon for Alfie Reft. And it has been a difficult year. A lot of pressure on Coach Reft in his second season at this legendary program. Ace serve.
Mia Tuaninga dialing up that jump top spin serve. High risk, high reward, and this one, big time ace for USC catching the back line.
Ace number 141 for Mia Tuaninga. And just out of bounds, as you said, high reward, 29 aces on the year, 71 errors. It's a bit much. But as Brad Keller, he's got tremendous respect for Tuaninga, his 5'9" senior setter. She has a very, very long leash, if you will, in the serving phase and also what she wants to do offensively. She can dial up some magic offensively. Ume back to serve. The lead is only 2. USC on top, 2-0. Another dime by Trubant, and yet another kill by Batenhorst.
I'm not sure why the Bruins are keeping the serve on her. Gala-Trubin has been nails in serve receive.
Yeah, exceptional. And when you look at the numbers, and the coaches have them all, Trubin is passing just a tick under 60%. So 6 times out of 10, when she receives serve, the ball is nearly perfect. A rare mistake in any phase of the game for Batenhorst. Before first serve, Holly, you were featuring about Allie Batenhorst playing good center field. She got 9 digs on the night. These teams have been playing since the 70s. They played in the first ever NCAA championship match in the same building. Each of the last 3 meetings have reached 5 sets. Oh, beautiful swing. What does the future hold for number 40? Overpass here to Aniga there on the joust with Duffy. Leverett, high swing. Leverett again. To Aniga taking a whack and registers the kill. Mia to Aniga, and the Trojans are celebrating. To support Abbott and the Big Ten Conference. First sweep versus UCLA going back to the 2018 season. USC on a 6-3 run to get some separation late, and that run comes to an end. Led by as many as 6 this set, where UCLA went on a mini run of their own to get back within 1, 14-13. With Holly McPeak, 3-time Olympian and NCAA champion. I hope your young son is having a wonderful Halloween around your neighborhood. Let's take a look at the end zone view here and see what happens. Trubin, they're right in the middle of your screen. You want to avoid the woman in the black jersey.
How about serving down the line into traffic?
And they do go away from her and get a block touch. It was a pretty good pass, mind you. Leverett a little bit out of the play. Now a chance to go to number 9. And with a kill.
Sheridan Leverett did a little reset, played it off the block, went back, got her approach. Kate Duffy jousts here with Falmoina and then sets up Leverett on that left pin, working through for a kill. And this is crunch time right now. I'd love to see either cross-court at Jaden Livings or down that line into traffic.
Better serve. Livings up to the task. Perfect pass. Out of the back row. Allie Batenhorst continues her huge night with 15 kills.
Incredible. And when you've got a player like Allie Batenhorst coming out of the back row, you've got 4 very offensive attackers, and that really stresses the defense in the front and backcourt for UCLA.
1 block up on that back row quick combination, barely. Really good choice by Tuaninga. Started with a perfect pass. Here's Gosnell. UCLA must-win situation to stay in this match. Good block deflection. Not a good set. A rare mistake by Trubin. UCLA does not take advantage. Dotson on the slide. Yep, both middle blockers on the floor for UCLA are named Dotson, and the celebration goes on. Tuaninga, every time she makes a play at the net, the Trojans know how to celebrate.
Mia Tuaninga, she goes up so strong and wins the joust, says get in the right room.
23-19, USC now just 2 points away from the sweep. Get their 15th win so far on the year and their 7th win in the Big Ten Conference. Smart shot. Batenhorst was way out of the play. There was nobody to... Oh, what a block. Leah Ford to perfection.
USC knows they're going out to that pin because they haven't been running enough middle, and Leah Ford is getting out to her right side blocker and pressing over.
Match point number 1 next up. USC is home to the Washington Huskies, then at Illinois and at Indiana. Tough serve. Free ball coming to the Trojans. Match point. Combination play off the edge. Bruins late. Free ball coming again. You go to Batenhorst. It's been her night. Dug by Riley. Good cover by Trubin. Batenhorst again. Batenhorst for the winner.
No surprise there. Stay with your high.